Hello, and welcome to Creighton University. My name is Robbie Francis, and I serve as the Director of Campus Ministry here at Creighton. I am so excited that you will be joining us here in the fall, and I truly hope that your time here at Creighton will be one that helps you deepen your understanding of who you are called to be in this world. My presentation today is called Growing in Faith and Spirituality, and I want to share with you some of the ways we as a university are committed to accompanying you in your journey in your faith life, and in particular, how the Department of Campus Ministry is here to accompany you and the ways in which we will do that. So in campus ministry, we seek to accompany our students into an ever-deepening relationship with a God who calls us to a life of love and service. Our goal is to help you grow in your faith and spiritual life in addition to deepening your understanding of our Jesuit mission. So in everything that we do here in campus ministry, our hope is to help you deepen your relationship with God, and through that relationship, to deepen your understanding of who God is calling you to be in this world. So deepening your understanding of your vocation. And I want to share with you a few of the opportunities we offer that hopefully you will find helpful in that journey in your faith. So one of the first things I want to talk about is our retreat program. This is probably one of our biggest programs that we offer through our office. And you can always find out what we're offering in our department by following us on social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as just keeping an eye on our website to see when things go live for registration. But for our retreats, one of the first retreats I want to talk about, and one of the retreats I really want to encourage you to consider, is our freshman retreat. This retreat takes place at our retreat center, which is about 45 minutes away. And it's just a chance to get off of campus and focus on you, your relationship with God, spend time with your classmates, spend time in prayer. And so this retreat is led by sophomores, juniors, and seniors. They're giving talks, they're leading small groups. It's a chance to be able to deepen your understanding of our Jesuit identity. The registration for this, it does have limited spaces. So if this is something you're interested in, especially as you're coming in for your freshman year, I would encourage you to keep an eye on when that registration goes live so that you can sign up. Another opportunity is our fall adventure retreat. This retreat takes students up to South Dakota where they go hiking, biking, they're camping, and it's just this chance to be able to encounter God in nature. So that takes place in the fall. That is actually only open to sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So that's something you'll want to consider for next year. We also have our encounter retreat. That takes place in both the fall and the spring semester, as does our freshman retreat. Our encounter retreat takes place at our retreat center. And this is, again, led by students, but also staff and faculty members from around our community who are giving talks and witnesses, accompanying you in small groups. There's time on this retreat for silence and prayer, and just for you to encounter Christ in a deeper way. We have our Ignatian Silent Retreat, which takes place at the beginning of our spring semester. And this retreat is a 3-day silent retreat in which retreatants are invited to go deeper into Ignatian spirituality, learning more through talks that are given by some of the staff leaders, but then spending time in that silence, really reflecting, taking a pause, eliminating maybe some of the distractions that can oftentimes get in the way, the noises that surround us, and just to enter into a place of silence. We have our senior retreat, which is for our seniors towards the end of their time here to be able to reflect on the last 4 years of their time here at Creighton, and how they've grown and where they've experienced God in their time as a student. And then the final thing listed here is actually more of a non-traditional retreat. Our discernment series is a retreat stretched out over several weeks. So it takes place on several consecutive weeks on an evening. So like Wednesday evenings, where students who maybe if they're finding it hard to commit a weekend, maybe the semester, their schedule is just too busy, or the retreat weekends, they've had conflicts. But it's a time for them to pause for a few weeks one night a week, and then invitations between those nights to do some prayer and reflection. So people gather for a meal, there's a talk, there's conversation, there's time for reflection. So those are some of the retreat programs we offer. We also have a number of opportunities for both faith formation and community building. One of those is our Christian life communities, or what we call CLCs. Those are small group communities that gather on a weekly basis, and those communities may last for all 4 years with the same members that a student is here. They're led by older students who have been involved in CLCs in the past, and each week they're focusing on something different related to a person's faith. So it's a place to really build trust, form a community where you are known and where you can feel comfortable and safe talking about your faith. We'll actually be launching something new in the fall, and that's Bible studies. And these are going to be sort of a drop-in opportunity. It's a lower commitment, but it's a chance for students to drop in and learn a little bit more about Scripture and do a deeper dive. Several times a semester, we have something that we call Engage. This is an opportunity for students to come in, grab a meal, and listen to someone who is going to share a talk or a reflection on something connected to their faith and share a little bit about their own personal experience connected to that topic. We have our Via hikes. Those take place once a semester, and it usually takes place on a weekend. Get off campus, go for a hike with others in the woods, spend some time in reflection, and just paying attention to how God is present out in nature. We recognize that not everyone who comes to Creighton is Catholic and might identify with a different Christian tradition. So we have something called the Commonwealth. And this community gathers for worship on Sunday evenings. I'll share a little bit more about that in the next slide, but also focuses on creating community among students who are in different Christian traditions, but might not identify as Catholic. We have our interfaith ministry. So this is for students who don't identify with any Christian tradition, but might identify with a different religious tradition, a place for them to be able to come and gather together as well. And then we have something called weekly renewal. This is once a week. Our office is open for students to come grab a snack, maybe participate in an activity, spend time in community. So this is once a week. We offer our weekly renewal, just a time to take a break from homework and studies and everything. We offer a number of different worship opportunities on our campus. So every weeknight at 9 p.m., there's a student mass that students are invited to come to. There's also one at noon that's open to the Omaha community, but our 9 p.m. mass during the weekday is really just students who attend. On Sundays, in the mornings, we have 2 masses at our church, and then in the evening, we have 2 student masses. And these student masses are led by students. So our students are singing in the choir, they're lecturing, they're greeting, they are serving, they are Eucharistic ministers. So really taking a lot of ownership in that mass. And then also on Sunday evenings, we have our Protestant worship service offered through the Commonwealth that takes place in one of our chapels on campus as well. So one of our Jesuit values is contemplatives in action. And so I like to say in campus ministry, we focus a lot on that contemplative part. So everything we offer is really meant to invite you to reflect on how God is present in your life. Our sister office, the SCSJ, the Schlegel Center for Service and Justice, focuses a little more heavily on that action. Both of our offices focus on action and contemplation, and ideally students are involved in both of our offices. But I want to share a little bit about what the SCSJ offers in their office. So they do a lot of direct service, so local community engagement here in the Omaha area, but also during our fall and spring breaks, taking students on immersion trips to different parts in our country. They do a lot of justice education, so raising awareness, educating students on different matters that are present in our country, in our world, but then also inviting them to understand how they can be active agents for change. What does it look like to be to do advocacy through an Ignatian lens? And through that, forming students to be leaders, both during their time here at Creighton, but then post-Creighton, once they graduation, what does it look like to be an active member in your community? but also just deepening our relationship with the broader Omaha community outside of our campus. So both of our offices collaborate together to be able to form students in our Jesuit mission. What I want to do now is just share with you a short video that from students who have been engaged in both campus ministry and in the SCSJ, so you can learn a little bit about their experience of being here at Creighton.
One of the ways that I have found community here at Creighton is through the SCSJ Service and Justice Trip program. And this is a program where you are welcomed into a community of people whose common goal is service and advocacy for others. And you get a lot of great things from this, and one of those is service and humbling experiences that can guide you in what you want to do with your life. But another thing is that you're part of a group of individuals with that common goal. And those individuals are some of the most genuine and well-intentioned people that I've met here at Creighton.
Hello, my name is Maddie. I am a junior studying social work and filmmaking with a theater minor, and I primarily found my community here at Creighton through the SCSJ. I've been able to work there since my freshman year and be involved with a lot of different programs and activities, and to me, there's just nothing more special than being surrounded by a bunch of like-minded individuals who share similar passions, goals, and values to you. Yet we're so diverse in our own ways and bring so many different talents and skills to the table, but we are still able to, at the end of the day, accomplish that same goal of just building a more just world. And I feel like having that coming to Creighton as a freshman was just so inspiring and so uplifting and made me very excited for my next 4 years at Creighton. So this has really impacted my Creighton story because I want to be able to help people find that sense of community here at Creighton, because everyone does have a place here, and it's just a matter of putting yourself out there and finding exactly where you are called to be. And for me, that was at the SCSJ.
Hi, my name is John. I'm a junior studying theology, philosophy, and classical languages. I would say that I have found community at Creighton by engaging with retreats, liturgies, CLC small groups, and many of the other programs that campus ministry here facilitates. This community really allows me to explore the big questions of life: who I am, who I want to be, but most importantly, how God is constantly drawing me to himself and to others.
Hi, my name is Courtney Schmidt. I'm a junior studying psychology and classical languages here at Creighton. Campus ministry has given me God-centered relationships that have built up my community here. It has given me so many friends who build me up with intentional love and people who are willing to walk with me at any point in my faith journey. Without campus ministry, I wouldn't have been able to be confident enough to pursue many of the leadership roles I have here on campus, and I wouldn't have been able to grow into the person I have over the past 2.5 years.
Hopefully that video gave you a little bit of a deeper understanding of what we do here in campus ministry. So just so you know, whenever you arrive on campus, where can you find us? We are next to Swanson Hall and Brandeis, the dining hall. We're kind of tucked away in the basement of Swanson Hall. But when you arrive on campus in the fall, there'll be a number of opportunities for you to stop in our office. We'll have our open house the first day of classes, so please make sure you come join us for that. But just know that our team is here to accompany you in any way we can during your time here at Creighton. We look forward to seeing you in the fall.